Hey there, Fabienne Fredrickson from BoldHeart.com and Bold Heart Business. And we're continuing our conversation today about the incredible impact of gaining mastery around closing the sale. The new way of selling with authenticity, integrity, and love. And last time I talked to you about the transformative power of sales in terms of what you can do with your business as a result. When you get really good at masterfully and softly closing the sale, but in a bold way. I know that sounds like a contradiction. It changes your entire business. So last time I asked you to think about really stretching your sales goals and your revenues for your business and getting clear on that. And what is it that would be getting in the way? And today, I want to have you get clear on how good you are about closing, around the topic of closing the sale. I'm going to give you a sales assessment, if you will. And why is it important to know how good you are at closing the sale? You may know, I'm kind of good, I'm kind of not good, but you may not know exactly where you are on the spectrum. And the reason I want you to do a very simple sales assessment today is because growing your business involves sales at every level. Whether you are looking to get more clients, whether you are looking to add more consulting projects to your client roster, whether you are looking to get new corporate clients, whether you are looking to get people into your workshops, whether you're looking to, from those workshops, close the sale from the stage, you must get good at closing the sale. Now, if you're, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're 1 at closing the sale, it's gonna be a hard battle to get to the level of having a very successful business. If you are at a 7 and or an 8 or a 9 or a 10, you're gonna, grow your business so much more successfully. So let's figure out, without judgment, let's figure out where you are on the scale of sales mastery. Now, I wrote down some four different levels of where you might be in the sales process. And I want you to just ask yourself where you are, which are you at, are you at number 1 or at number 4? And I'm giving you a mindset shift for each. And so the first level is that you absolutely love sales. You're crushing the results. You've been getting, closing the sale very well for years. And deep down inside that each time you do something, you learn something, you apply a new technique to incrementally get better results, you make more money, you have greater impact, you serve in a much bigger way. So if this is you, the mindset shift that you might want to have in terms of getting even better at closing the sale is that there is no such thing as sales nirvana, right? You're never at a point at which you can't learn more. And for each time you implement something new or you learn something to make you better, just that 1 percentage point gets you more clients, more customers, more sales, and makes you more money. So that the mindset shift is the more you get good at sales, the more you grow your business. So that's the first phase. The second phase is perhaps closing in the sale is not your favorite. You know that it's necessary to get clients, but the truth is for you, sometimes it feels icky and sleazy. You understand the process, but you don't like it. And if you didn't have to do it, you would be very happy. If this is you, then your mindset shift is about falling in love with closing of the sale. Understanding that when you can be in a place of loving sales and coming from a sales as service perspective, it can be enjoyable and profitable. So if you see it now as only icky and sleazy and inauthentic, the mindset shift is about opening yourself up to the fact that it can be done a different way, okay? Just opening up to that fact. Number 3, the sales, assessment cycle, if you will, on the journey of mastery is where you tell yourself and others that you understand sales, but you can't even remember the last time you closed the sale. You avoid it, and you just You don't do it very often. You don't put yourself in a position where you ask someone to have a closing of the sale conversation with you. The mindset shift for you is going to be about addressing your deep-seated beliefs and fears around people who close the sale well, around sales and the people who sell, right? Because once you address these beliefs, then we can change the belief, change the fear, and have you move forward, okay? So that's for the third level. And the fourth level is for you if you say to yourself, oh my gosh, sales is so incredibly painful. If I never, ever have to sell ever again, I just want to do my work. I just want to do my work with my clients and my customers. I don't want to approach the sales conversation with a 10-foot pole. I want either to never close the sale or I want to, create products so I never have to talk to a single person. It's a whole avoidance and denial, absolute hatred of sales. Your mindset shift has to do around the fact that if you want to serve clients, if you want to be self-employed, you must use sales as a vehicle. You cannot avoid and deny it. It is not this part of you that you can lob off or part of this business, your business that you can lob off. You must, if you want to reach more people, if you want to impact more people, if you want to make money in your business, you must shift the idea that you can run a business without ever closing the sale. And there is a way. The good news is there is a way, and to close the sale authentically and lovingly and with integrity. It is a learnable, teachable skill that is really honoring and feels really good when you learn how to do it. And so my question for you today is, which of the 4 categories are you in? And how does it make you feel and why? And wherever you are, you can get better at sales. Wherever you are, you can master it. This is one of the things that I'm going to be offering a free webinar for you, taking you through the process and teaching you how to do that. We're going to open up registration for it next week, so look out for that. But just so you know, it's important to get clear on where you are in the process. Are you at 1? Are you at 4? And that you can get good and you can get better and you can become more masterful. So that is my invitation and my tiny assignment for you this week is just figure out where you are in your sales assessment, okay? And I will continue the conversation with you next week. Sending you lots of love.